Hello, it is, what time is it? Well, it's Tuesday, 27th of Jan. We're just coming towards the end of the US session. We've got a couple of hours to go. So, thought I'd just share a few thoughts here. So, bigger picture, we came into the range low, so we are rotational to the upside at the moment. So, on that basis, we're sort of bullish neutral. Targeting at least, I would say, this POC at 895, and then potentially, the range highs again at 90.5. We've got a flat top candle here. So there are good reasons to come and revisit this imbalance to the upside. As it stands, having come off this low, we've just balanced for 3 days. So we have held at this point of control, the broader point of control, previous quarter's val, previous year's val. So a huge level around this 87.5 area. Very important that we hold this, I think, otherwise we do break down. It's now also lining up with our current 3-day composite low. Let's just zoom in further. So today, obviously a push into the composite highs, 7-day VWAP, got flushed out, support held again. So, to me, it looks more bullish than bearish overall. But, potentially only towards this 89.5 level, which is significant because it's the highest volume level on the chart since we sold off last week. So I would suggest that this is where we need to aim for and potentially look to reclaim or flip short at. I think it's that simple. Like 895 is a crucial level, and if we get above it, we probably go towards 94. If we reject here, I think we're going to break the range and probably go to new lows. So it is kind of a binary thing. Alternatively, if we keep chopping here, it's possible we don't even visit that level. I think we would. It seems too obvious to not visit. But I think if, the other option is just to play the breakdown below whatever multi-day composite we end up forming here. So it's 3 days so far. It could be longer. We'll see. I think tomorrow's going to be not a day I particularly want to trade. It's been tricky enough as it is. But FMC itself is probably not going to make life any easier. So personally, I think I'll just wait for Thursday, even if it means I miss, this move or whatever. I'd rather do that than get chopped up further. I've just been round tripping a lot and not being very precise with my entries and TPs. So these are like pretty small moves as they are. You need to be quite precise. What do we have? 1%. So it's not, not ideal conditions, that's for sure. What was I going to say here? There are some encouraging signs, like Hype's clearly in a decent, strong uptrend. So, trend is your friend now. It's going to keep trading up until something changes. So yeah, scalp short, sure. But, clearly in an uptrend. So where this ends up is anyone's guess. I'm kicking myself for not buying it, but there we go. I think we could easily potentially visit this imbalance, but the thing I would say about it's kind of pointless to predict where it might end because you're typically just going to get into a period of distribution and then see a reversal. So when it does end, it's not just going to. It's unlikely to just trade straight up and straight down, right? That's just not, unless it is in a range like this. It's not necessarily going to trade up 30% and then come down like 20% or something. It's more likely to trade up, and then if we top here, distribute, and then trade down again. So, it's trying to aim for a swing to the downside just from a leg that's going straight up. It's not just not how the market's going to move. So you might get lucky and catch a top, and then it goes into a period of distribution. But for the most part, obviously just want to be following the trend, and it's not been easy to get into this net because the pullbacks are so shallow at the moment. So yeah, that's strong as hell, isn't it? Pump is probably quite similar, not as strong. We have, potentially that is a local top, right? We're clearly starting to balance here today, so we'll see if that continues. But potentially just forming a range for the time being. Lit still looks okay. The price action is pretty disgusting. Had a nice impulse, it was quite quick. So always have to be a little bit wary when price moves that quickly and thin in one direction. But still finding support at the composite lows. So composite highs at 198 is logical target for the short term, I would say. Obviously rejected off the point of control earlier. But yeah, I mean, there are signs that alts are preferring to trade up. ZEC also relatively strong. Surprisingly, I'm surprised by this, but we're seeming to reclaim this previous composite, so not looking too bad. Could easily trade back up to 425. So do these alt rallies signal something to the upside for BTC, or is it all just a fugazi? Don't know. Generally, I would lean on it, but the way BTC is trading is just disgusting. Like the way sellers are just stepping in is not particularly great to see. But as things stand, given that we're coming off the range lows, I do think you want to be leaning towards probably some upside until proven otherwise, until we get a bearish change. And if we come and reject off 89.5 and then get back within the 3-day, that would be the bearish change. But if we get above here, the 7-day obviously caps us here. If we flip the 3-day into support, then I think there is a good chance we trade up. So 89.5 crucial level. I think that's it in summary. Sorry, it's not the most insightful thing. I just wanted to quickly update. I don't think I'll bother streaming tomorrow because it's just like I just don't want to trade on around FOMC at all. This is insane. I mean, yeah, what can you say about that? I mean, I think I took a short somewhere down here and closed it out on Sunday night in this area, and then it's just 44, 45, 50% off the lows is crazy. Does it just keep going now? I mean, it's trading above all of the rolling VWAPs again. We've got this imbalance possibly to cap it. I wouldn't bet on it anymore. Super strong. So more crime there. What else? I don't know. I think that's about it. It looks to me like alts are trying to go up. So yeah, it doesn't look too bad overall. So yeah, anyway, I'll stop the stream because I'm just losing focus. Catch you later.